Hey guys, so today I'm going to talk about this super cool desk setup I got here. I purchased this desk from Costco for around $300. I know that might be pricey to some of you, especially if you're starting out or if you don't have that capital up front. I actually, when I started my business, I was working on this table, just a cheap plastic table, and I still use it. And I had a laptop, so that's all I had when I started, and that's all you need. And as you grow your business and as you grow your brand, reinvest the profits back into buying equipment that will help you work better and that will increase your efficiency. So, like a table and a bigger monitor, all that stuff, you can get that. But back to the table. So, what I really like about this is that right now it's in sitting position. So, I have a chair. I try not to sit too much because I have kind of back pain, and what I learned is that a lot of high performers and a lot of offices, they have standing desks nowadays. And what that does is it makes you a little bit more efficient, I think. And I've tried both ways because you don't have a chair to fumble around with, and you're on your feet, so you're easily mobile. Like you can go, to the bathroom really quick. You can package orders. Like when you're packaging orders, you need to be standing. So when I package orders, I have this desk and then another plastic table here, rolling table, and I'll explain that later. But it's easier to package orders when you're standing. And then the cool thing about this desk is it is a standing desk, and I'll show you how. So it has these programmable settings, the heights, height 1, 2, 3, 4, and I program them to so H1 is the bottom. So this is as low as it goes. So it's basically level with this table, which is cool. And to raise this, there's back to the buttons here. You just press H2 and you can see it go. There's the height, the exact height. And there's, a little motor there, and it rises up. It's really cool. And then you got to make sure that you press this button here, and this stops it from getting accidentally lowered and risen, because when you're on your mouse here, you will bump into that inevitably. So I just think that's super cool. Like you could change it to however you want. Like if you want it higher, you can go even higher. Like you can go all the way up here if you like to have your elbows on the desk or whatever height you are, it'll work for you. And it also has these cool USBs here. They don't connect to your computer, but it's really handy for having a charger there. I have a charger right here and also right here on the table. But the really cool thing about this desk, my favorite part, and the thing that you'll think I'm crazy for having, is this drawer. Just check this out. So I have all the tools that I use for the business, like every single day. And this stuff is called Kaizen Foam, and I will make a whole video about that, explaining how to go about using that. But what you have here is clear visual communication to yourself. So you have every single piece that you use every day, and it's always exactly in the same spot. When I'm working on something or when I need something, I don't even have to think about it for even a split second where it is, because I've had it like this for a couple months now, and it's already programmed into my brain. So every time I open this drawer to grab something, I know exactly where it is, and I can grab everything from this drawer in my sleep, like in the dark. I know exactly where everything is because my brain has been trained to remember that as I use it every day. And we have these cutout holes, and the reason why you have those is it makes it a little bit easier to grab stuff out of here, right? I don't have it on these objects because they stick out more than the pens, so it's not like a hassle to grab these, right? You want to make just everything in your business, you want to make as easy as possible for yourself, right? You don't want any struggle. And although you can see I kind of messed up right here, I put the grips right here, which is a little bit uncomfortable because what I found out was I tend to reach towards the middle, so I should have put it here. But I'm not like a perfect person. I make mistakes, right? But you learn. And the cool thing about the foam is that if if you need a different tool in here, or your setup changes it, all you do is just throw this out and you just cut a new piece of foam, put it back in. It's not a big deal, right? And I have, oh, and this is the other thing about this drawer. So let's say that I grab my computer glasses, the blue light glasses, right? And I use them and they go somewhere. Well, what happens, and why this foam like board is super important, is you can clearly see what's missing in your work setup. So right now, my glasses are missing, and that cues to me that I need to go find them, right? I need to go replace them. So you always know what's missing. And then the cool thing about this drawer, how it's set up like this, is nothing ever rolls around. When you have a drawer and you open it and stuff rolls around and stuff doesn't fit right, and you're wasting time and creating friction for yourself, and mental friction, trying to find things, trying to organize things, trying to make things fit. That's one of the worst things, is when stuff doesn't fit in a drawer and you're cramming it in there. You're like trying to push it in there and it's not fitting because you don't have it organized. And I set up this drawer. I really thought about what I needed. So I had a ton of like pencils and pens and all sorts of crap in here before. And I was like, let's go down to the bare minimum. What do I need that I for sure use all the time? And I figured out this is what I use the most, especially the tape measure, the knife, scissors, and then the pen and computer glasses. I think those are probably the most important things here. And and I just really love this drawer. Every time I open it, I love looking at it. That's just a bonus. So this is what I recommend getting. This table, it's super cool. It is really heavy though. That's the one downside. I lifted it up here by myself, so I kind of screwed up my back doing that. But so get 2 people to do that if you can. It's a great table. Don't worry about getting this if you don't have money. First worry about doing the important stuff in your business. If you go and watch documentaries about Jeff Bezos, the Amazon CEO, he started out his business on a handmade table that he made out of a door, and he still uses it today. So the desk is important, but what's more important is getting the work done, right? So get the work done on this, get some capital and reinvest it back into your business so you can optimize everything. So I'll make a video about everything else around my office, but today's video is just about this desk. Type in the comments if you like it. Let me know if you think I can have improvements for it, and subscribe to the channel. Thanks, guys.